instead of just showing that. What's your name?
SC Cat Warnett.
And your shoulder number?
4518 SE.
Thank you very much.
Why are you filming the police station?
Because I'm doing. Because I want to.
Huh?
Because I want to.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, it's a public building.
Yeah.
And so I'm filming a public building.
That's fine. We have to ask because the terrorist threat is quite high. It's quite severe at the moment, okay?
Do you suspect me of being a terrorist?
No, not at all. What does a terrorist look like?
Exactly.
Exactly.
So why even bring that up?
I'm just going to help a gentleman that's just hit his head, okay?
Well, what you got, guys? You got a guy that's actually had an accident, so I won't go into the actual reception because of what's happened, I believe. So let's have a look at the actual message boards. So here for what? Total of what? 15 seconds. And you already then get the Terrorist Act sort of thrown. Okay. As I said, guys, I won't go into the actual reception part purely because I do believe that there is a gentleman that had a fall and has cracked his head open, and the paramedics are actually with him just inside, and I do believe that the fall happened just on that. I do believe there is someone in that marked vehicle there, from what I can see. Why did they go straight? Terrorists. They must think that everybody that walked past the station is a terrorist, which is a little bit bonkers.
Welcome back to the channel, and buckle up because today's audit takes a sharp turn from routine filming to a heated confrontation fueled by confusion, ego, and some questionable use of police authority. In this episode, we follow Pete, an auditor who's no stranger to holding public officials accountable. What begins as a calm, straightforward filming session outside a police station escalates quickly when an officer jumps straight to mentioning the national terror threat. Yes, terrorism, within the first 15 seconds of interaction. Now, why does that matter? Because in the UK, invoking terrorism laws isn't some casual conversation starter. It's a legal threshold that requires reasonable suspicion, meaning it must be backed by articulable facts, not just a feeling or a...
Is it a personal phone? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, right. You need to delete that. If not, I'll be going in to see your inspector. You are not allowed to take a photo of me on your own personal phone.
Right, okay.
Okay, and that is what the law actually is.
Right, why are you recording?
Okay.
Why are you recording called a police building?
Because
I'm asking
because
you.
it is well within my rights to do so.
Right, okay.
Okay, it's a public building.
What is the
Hang
point?
on, it's a public building,
Yeah.
and it's a public service, and I'm
Yeah.
a member of the public,
There's people
and I
coming
wish
in
to
and
film.
out here that have been arrested. They're going to be on your phone, aren't they, in the back of a police
It makes no
car?
difference. I'm standing in public.
No, you're actually in the yard going
It's
down.
public property.
Right, this is a police station.
It's public property.
It's a police station, and you're obscuring police vehicles.
I'm not stopping any vehicles.
Could you move out the way, please?
No, don't tell me to move. Okay.
I asked you to move out the way, please.
Okay. What you got to remember, okay,
Right.
is an actual pedestrian has right away.
Right, okay.
Okay,
There's
so you need
police
to verify that.
coming.
Yep, and I'm not blocking that
You don't
police
need to
car.
recite the highway
I'm not blocking that
Yeah, I
vehicle.
asked you to move out the way.
And I'm not blocking that vehicle. So let's
what's the
verify
point
that.
in,
Okay. Well, either way, as I said, you either delete that photo or I go in and see your inspector.
Well, that's fine. Go in and see the inspector.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
So be good.
Be good.
That's something that you should not be doing.
Huh?
This early exchange sets the tone, and it's worth examining closely. Pete's interaction with the first officer was brief, but highly revealing. She mentioned the national terror threat level before even addressing his right to film a public building, a right protected under UK law. This is a tactic auditors encounter often, invoking the word terrorism to create fear, confusion, or compliance. But here's the key. When Pete asked the officer directly whether she suspected him of terrorism, she immediately says no. That contradiction exposes the shaky foundation her comment was built on. Viewers, ask yourselves, was that a genuine caution or an intimidation tactic?
Could you please move on?
No, I don't need to move on. Don't tell me to move on.
Doesn't mean anything.
Don't tell me
you.
to move on. I don't need to move on.
Well, we do have powers to stop and search.
Yeah.
Sections 43 of the
Oh,
Terror
so you're going to use section 43? So what is your actual reasonable suspicion then? What is your reasonable suspicion? And if you actually believe that I'm a terrorist, then actually go in and actually contact your counter-terrorism team, okay? And then if they've actually got suspicion on me, then fine, then use section 43.
Yeah,
Until then, you actually don't have that.
Yeah, you're telling me what you're doing, I'm telling
Well,
you.
no, you need to make sure that you have reasonable suspicion, because otherwise it's unlawful.
Yeah, and
No, don't tell me what to do, okay? Honestly, you just need to move on, not me, you.
I'm on a highway too.
Okay?
Fast way.
Okay? I know, you're just a little snotty-nosed, stuck-up cow, nothing more. That's what I call a walk of shame, guys. Okay? She come out real major attitude problem. Real major attitude problem, okay? Completely stuck-up cow. That's the one that was at the front. And that's the one that you tried to say.
This is where the psychological tension of the audit really peaks. Pete is simply filming from a public space, exercising rights that have been tested and affirmed repeatedly. Yet the officer jumps instantly to terrorism, not loitering, not causing a disturbance, not interfering with operations. Terrorism, that kind of escalation shows a deeper culture issue, the idea that cameras equal threats. But the truth is, cameras are a public accountability tool. If the police believe recording alone is suspicious, what does that say about their comfort with transparency? This moment invites a real debate. Is the public more dangerous?
Walk in and I will see if a sergeant or an inspector is free. When I sort of do get the actual name, I may lose you for a split second on the camera, but then I will come back. But yeah, what a right stuck up little cow, and that's what she was, a stuck up cow. Now, you know, guys, I do apologise for that. I don't normally respond in that way, but when you got somebody and they're stuck up and they think that they're superior to you, sometimes they have to be cut dead, so to speak. So yeah, so as I said, I'll go in and what I'll do, because there's a guy there, I'm just going to actually stop it there, and then I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, so I will do that, and yeah, as you know, that when you look at it, that goes, what she did goes against GDPR, so yeah, so that's what it will come down to, and I will put everything in that I need to for that. So I'll just do one last walk past Kevin this way, and then I will then crack on and go to the next one. So, but no wonder why their constables here talk the way that they do when they've got no senior staff here. So it's an absolute joke.
Right here, the calm is almost cinematic, but beneath the quiet, pressure is building. Audits often follow this rhythm, moments of stillness before sudden confrontation. And Pete knows it. You can see how he scans the area, waiting, documenting. This pause does something important for viewers too. It resets your focus before the real escalation hits. By mentioning the terror threat earlier, the officer planted a seed of tension, and now the audience is left wondering. Will another officer come out? Will they try to detain him? Or will this audit end peacefully? Spoiler, we're about to see the moment where everything flips.
Pardon? Who are you? Are you an officer? Well, you've approached me.
Yeah, because you're saying
Well, first, who are you? If you yes, it does matter.
it doesn't.
Well, what gives you the right to approach me? Nothing.
Don't worry.
Okay, so
Hello, sir. How are you?
not too bad. Yourself?
Yeah, spending your life filming police officers going into their police station, are you?
Well, why not?
Good job, well, you got a good living out of it, don't you?
Well, who said that I do?
I'm guessing. I'm allowed to guess, aren't I? It's the same as you're allowed to stand there and film, make assumptions about us. I'll do the same.
Well,
thing,
I haven't
aren't
made no assumptions
Yeah,
about
sir.
you. Yeah, yeah. See you later. What a turd! Absolute turd. Nothing more. Complete turd.
This is one of the most significant turning points in the entire audit. When Pete confronts the officer about using her personal phone to photograph him, he isn't nitpicking. He's addressing a serious legal issue. Officers are bound by strict data handling guidelines that require secure devices, audit logs, and proper retention. Personal phones offer none of that. Instead of acknowledging the mistake, the officer deflects by questioning his right to film and trying to shift attention away from her violation.